This is Leviticus 19 and 15. It says, Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the persons of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this scripture was inspired by a video I saw on TikTok with this lady who talks about how the family court system is one big corrupt scam. Okay. It's a scam in which everybody's involved and everybody is getting paid. So we're going to let this lady talk about it and then we'll get some more scripture.
Investigate the shit out of your attorneys and judges. You should know where his attorney went, where your attorney went, and where the judge went to college. And are they connected? Do they know each other? Do they go to the same church? You need to know these things. The family law system creates $4 billion of revenue a year. Let that sink in. So, do the judges extend stuff, procrastinate with things, help attorneys out on billing? Absolutely they do. Just like when judges are up for re-election and they have to go out campaigning and they have all these benefits for their campaign, who do you think buys those tables and donates? Law offices. Do the judges know what law offices donated? Absolutely they do. So let's not get it twisted. Everybody's helping everybody out. Getting billed, getting re-elected. It's back scratching at its best. But you have to know that going into it. The last thing you want to be is blindsided. Investigate the shit.
Which is true. I've heard it from many men who've been in not just family court systems, but just been in court in general. Okay. All these lawyers and judges know each other in some way, shape, or fashion. Like she said, they either been to the same school or their fathers are best friends and they went to like the same school or went to different schools and they're best friends, or the judge knows their uncle because they went to the same school or they live in the same neighborhood. I mean, it's all a racket. They all get paid off of the ignorance. Not saying that a person's what the negative connotation of ignorant is today, but just the literal definition of ignorant. You just don't know. Okay, these court systems take full advantage of the ignorance of people, and it's to their benefit because they're getting paid a lot of money. Think about how many times a judge gets paid when a person has to come in there and present themselves in front of a judge. You have to pay a court fee. Now, think of one person fighting a case for a year, how much money that is. And usually you might have to show up once or twice. And let's just say it's $100 court fee. $200 a month out of about maybe 11 months, because I believe towards the end of the year, they kind of shut the courts down. So you're already talking about over some $2,000. That's one person. Not just giving that figure for example purpose. Now imagine that times tens of thousands of people daily coming in. Like you said, $4 billion $4 billion. Like she said, let that sink in. That is a racketeering scheme if I've ever heard of one. And see, this is how, and this is why people cannot get justice in the court system. Because if these people were to render righteous judgment, they wouldn't be getting paid. They'd be going out of business. They would actually have to live on their salary, whatever that might be. And see, that's why I got that. Leviticus 19, ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. Because their judgment is based on money. So whoever has the most money, which is the person of the mighty, that's who's going to benefit, not the person of the poor. Okay, the scripture also says, I believe it's in Proverbs 18. 18 and 5. It says, it is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. Okay, you got these lawyers that are buddy with the lawyer, the judge, no goodwill. They all went to the same school. All right, they're all in the same fraternity. All right, they're at the same old good old boys club when they go to golf outings. All right, that's that one elite group of circle of men. All right, these lawyers accept the fact that, hey, we can play this game and milk everybody. And that's what they do. If these judges have their choice between ending a case in 2 months or dragging it out for 8 months to get more money, they're going to drag it out for 8 more months. Because guess what? That means more lawyer fees. That means more court fees. That means more money to file paperwork. That means more money for the state. That means more money that probably goes into a pension. It's all one big corrupt scheme. Let me get another one. What was the other one? It was also in Proverbs, like Proverbs 24. Proverbs 24 and 23. And it says, these things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. Because see, if your judgment relies on who can bribe you the best, then what good is your position of being a judge? Okay, a judge is supposed to execute righteous judgment as spoken of in that Proverbs, what's that, 16? Yes, Proverbs 16 and 10. It says, a divine sentence is in the lips of the king. Let me get that word, sentence. Proverbs 16. Kasam.
Strong's H, 7081. Kesem.
Okay. Definition C. In a good sense, king's lips as oracles. And what are the oracles? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. Okay. So it says a divine sentence, a divine oracle or teaching, a judgment is in, or commandment is in the lips of the king. His mouth transgressive not in judgment. Why is that? Because, verse 11, a just weight and balance are Yahweh's. All the weights of the bag are his work. Because everything the Lord has put in his law is just, is fair, it's balanced. It doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you're poor. It doesn't matter if you got a lot of land, a little bit of land. If you got a whole bunch of women, you ain't got no women. If you're a carpenter, a lawyer, a plumber, it doesn't matter. Everything that the Lord put in his law, statutes, and commandments benefits everyone. And it always renders a righteous judgment, even if you don't want to hear it and even if you don't want to accept it. At the end of the day, if you know it's fair, then that's all that matters. It's fair. So that's all I want to say on that. I hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.